Welcome back to the Cozy Cottage Homestead. Mr. Copper is really growing, getting big. He's enjoying some treats from the garden, the foliage and the leftovers. Corn has done its thing already. Mr. NoNameHim, and told y'all I was looking for me a little female, and we got one. I had a name picked out for her, and I cannot remember what the name was. So aggravating. But this is Copper's girlfriend. She is also a Kune. She has wattles. She is actually 4 different colors. And the name that I had picked out for her was like a colorful name that meant a lot of different colors. But I can't remember what it was. So I'm thinking about naming her Skittles because Skittles are colorful. She is a sweet little girl. She looks like she might have a tiny little bit of an overbite, or either she's just a pouty little girl. She is 8 weeks old, and now Copper and NoNameHim is 3 months old. So they can only stay together maybe about another month. Then I'll have to separate the little girl from the boys, because we want to wait until she's older before we would breed them. And Copper and probably Skittles is just going to be for our pet and for breeding and selling off some of the babies and maybe putting a pig or 2 in the freezer. But Mr. NoNameHim, he has a destination. He will be put in the freezer. He has been fixed already, which is traditionally what you do if you raise a hog for pork, is get it fixed. But this little girl is so cute. I'm surprised she's actually going for the little corn stalks and just getting around just fine. She's been hanging out with the boys, so she's been learning where to go at night and how things work around here. And these Kunes, for those that may not know, are pasture pigs. They do very well running around with the goats. We have them in what we call the buck pen. So all the boys are out here. But eventually the boys and the boy pigs will be moved to the back pasture. And this will be the little birthing suite for the female. She'll take over the boys' pig pen, and we'll build another pig pen in the back. More or less just like a shelter, because they're grazing pigs. They're not going to be locked up. They're just going to get to run out in the pasture. But they sure are enjoying an afternoon snack. All the leftovers from the garden never go to waste if you live on a homestead. Your animals enjoy them. The goats got some, the chickens got some, and everybody's happy. They all have a snack to eat, and a very healthy snack. Even the rooster's over there pecking on him a corn cob, enjoying him some corn. Skittles tends to want to follow Copper around, which is pretty cool because they're the ones that's going to stay here. And that's Mr. Clyde over there, hanging out with the boys, because he's going to be used for breeding with the miniature Nubians. He does appear to be staying really small, which is great because my Nubian girls are all really small. But they are just having a ball. I know y'all been wanting to see the update on the little piggies. Just been busy with gardening and canning and making cheese and keeping up with the gardens. But the Kunes are doing great. We could not be happier with the Kunes. They seem to have the best little personalities. They're extremely fun to watch. We call them, they come running and squealing and grunting and wagging their little tails. We have just really enjoyed them so far. She don't take too much off of the boys. She just gets right in there with them and starts going to town eating. Same thing with feed time in the evenings. She just crawls up in the food trough and lets them know she's part of this now, and they just need to move on over. Well, here comes the boys, the goats. They were over there on the other side. They didn't know what they were missing, but the little piggies was right on it. Oh, now they're having a buffet for sure. Everybody's at the table. Oh, you tell them. She don't take nothing off of them, that's for sure. She just gets right in there with it.